Did you know that according to the United Nations Cancer Research Agency, cancer will kill more than 13.2 million people a year by 2030? That's almost double the number who died from the disease in 2008. In addition, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, forecasts that almost 21.4 million people will be diagnosed with cancer every year, also by 2030. What would you do if you or a loved one were diagnosed with cancer? Maybe you or someone you care about already has cancer, but if you don't, this news may come as a shock to you. The American Cancer Society states that 41% of all adults will develop cancer in their lifetimes or die from it. 41% translates to 4 out of 10 people, or 2 out of 5. That means if you have a group of 5 friends, 2 of you in the group will be diagnosed with cancer if you haven't already. If you have a family of 5, 2 of you will most likely develop cancer if you don't already have it. Remember, even if you may not have been diagnosed with cancer, that does not mean you don't have it. Some cancers escape detection or diagnosis because in early stages there may not be any symptoms. And oftentimes, cancer is misdiagnosed as another disease. According to some estimates, at least 1 million women have undiagnosed breast cancer in the United States alone. It is estimated that up to 15% of the adult population are living with undiagnosed cancer. These are chilling statistics indeed. What causes cancer? Why hasn't the medical establishment found a cure, even after billions of dollars have been spent on research? Is there a solution to this problem? Dr. Ben Johnson is an integrative cancer physician who co-founded the Immune Recovery Cancer Clinic. Being both a medical doctor and a naturopathic doctor, he was able to offer his patients conventional medical approaches combined with herbs, nutritional supplements, homeopathy, and other appropriate alternative therapies. But although he achieved much more success treating cancer with both conventional and alternative medicine rather than just conventional medicine alone, he always had one great obstacle. Some of the patients he helped heal of cancer eventually died anyway. Why? Because they were unable to overcome internal issues that were crucial to their total recovery. It wasn't until years later that Dr. Johnson found out that those internal issues were the real cause of cancer. We've all been led to believe that cancer is caused by nutritional deficiencies or viruses, environmental toxins, genetics, or a host of other factors. Although those factors do contribute to the development of cancer, they are not the real cause of cancer. We believe the underlying cause of cancer is the destructive energy patterns brought about by cellular memories. Cellular memories refers to the ability of the cells in the human body to store a person's habits, interests, tastes, and memories. And such information is not just stored in the brain, as most people have been taught in science education. The concept of cellular memory is supported by the startling evidence that recipients of organ transplants tend to develop new habits, personality traits, and memories which belong to the organ donor. It is said that such habits, personality traits, and memories are passed on from the donor to the recipient following an organ transplant. And this indicates that memories reside in the cells of the body, not just the brain. For instance, an organ recipient might suddenly display the ability to play the piano, even if she has never had piano lessons, nor owned a piano before the transplant. It's often discovered later that the organ donor was a classically trained pianist. Oftentimes, an organ recipient who has always disliked a particular food, such as ice cream, or was not fond of a particular activity, such as watching sporting events, suddenly develops a love of ice cream or becomes an avid sports fan immediately after an organ transplant, simply because his or her organ donor liked those things. In similar fashion, every human being's traumatic experiences, whether remembered consciously or subconsciously, are not just memories that were stored in the brain. The experiences have actually imprinted themselves into the cells of the body in the form of cellular memories. When traumatic experiences, which include repressed anger and rage, are stored in the cells of the body, those cellular memories are like tiny radio stations, transmitting destructive energy patterns within the body, causing disease, chronic pain, and most importantly, shutting down the body's immune system. When your immune system is shut down, your body becomes the ideal habitat for disease, especially cancer. Until you remove the destructive energy patterns brought about by cellular memories, true healing can never take place. Physical removal of a cancerous tumor or diseased mass is very rarely an effective solution to cancer. Why? Because if a doctor treats cancer through surgery, radiation, or chemotherapy without removing the cellular memories that created the cancer in the first place, the cancer is likely to come back. This is one reason why cancer frequently recurs, because the cellular memories that created the disease are seldom addressed by conventional medicine, and even by alternative and naturopathic medicine. The root of all cancers and all diseases is a destructive energy pattern in the body. Once you remove that destructive energy pattern, the cause of cancer or any disease melts away every single time. Research from Southwestern University Medical School concludes that our best hope for healing incurable illness and disease in the future may very well lie in finding a way to heal cellular memory. That's corroborated by Dr. Bruce Lipton, best-selling author of Biology of Belief and former cell biologist at Stanford Medical School, who says that 95% of illness and disease is caused by stress. But virtually 100% of stress is caused by wrong beliefs in the subconscious that other scientists call cellular memories. When you heal those beliefs, even genetic illness and disease can and often does heal. Clearly, it's almost impossible to heal cancer or any other disease unless you eliminate the destructive cellular memories. There is a revolutionary healing technology that enables anyone to easily eliminate those destructive cellular memories. It was developed by a doctor who's also a best-selling author. The wonderful thing about this healing technique is that it requires nothing more than the fingertips of both hands pointing towards one or more of the 4 different healing centers in the body. It takes only 6 minutes to do. It's so simple that anyone, even a 7-year-old, can do it in the comfort of one's own home. When you use your fingertips to direct healing energy at the 4 healing centers, there's a specific code for the cause of every disease. You remove destructive cellular memories from your body. And when you get rid of those destructive energy patterns, the cause of cancer and any other disease melts away every single time. This has been tested scientifically through the use of reliable, state-of-the-art heart rate variability (HRV) medical apparatus for a year and a half. Send for the full story and you'll witness the amazing stories of countless people who have used this healing technique to heal everything from cancer to diabetes, arthritis, emphysema, depression, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, asthma, fibroid tumors to Lou Gehrig's disease. You can try the simple healing technique on yourself or on a loved one who suffers from cancer or any other disease by filling out the form below and sending for the full story. If there is no form on this webpage, send an email to cellularmemories@gmail.com.